stunning second-half hat-trick from Alex Smith helped the FNQ Heat douse the Sunshine Coast Fire in soccer's National Premier League. The 4-1 win extends the soccer side's recent unbeaten streak.
They came to the Fire's fortress as underdogs, but the Heat rose to the occasion. Chris O'Hare bagged his 4th goal of the season late in the first half. The second half was the Alex Smith show. The former A-Leaguer's strike ruled to have just crossed the line. His second was clear-cut. The Fire's play reflected their form, having lost back-to-back NPL games.
They weren't as strong as what I thought they would have been, with you.
They did manage to find the net as Futa Nakamura was given ample space in the box, while the guests were guilty of squandering chances.
We set standards that we want to create lots of chances, but by the same token, we actually want to start taking their chances as well.
But Smith buried his. The American calmly claimed his hat-trick, his 6th goal in 3 games. The Heat's now unbeaten in 4 straight matches.
We could have won probably 7 or 8, 1 or 2, or it could be a 5 each draw because, I mean, they had, 3, 4 really good chances in the second half.
They'll take on Brisbane Strikers at Endeavour Park on Saturday. Brent O'Halloran, 7 News.
To football now, Far North Queensland coach Martin Docherty admits even he was surprised with his side's 4-1 win over Sunshine Coast. It's the Heat's 2nd victory of the season.
The Fire up against the Heat, and naturally Sparks flew. Daniel Valsacek doused that attacking raid, but the Fire kept coming. The Heat keeper was busy as the hosts produced plenty of chances but couldn't capitalise. His opposite number, Anthony Hall, was just as effective early on, but 2 minutes before the break, Chris O'Hare broke the deadlock.
You don't want to concede so close to half-time. Definitely takes a bit of stuffing out here.
The visitors started the second half the way they finished the first. After some confusion, the goal was awarded to Alex Smith. The former A-League player showed his class soon after as his team went up 3-0. It was now or never for the Fire, and they started to push forward in numbers, and Futa Nakamura was rewarded. But former Wellington Phoenix player Smith struck again for a hat-trick and the 4-1 victory.
They weren't as strong as what I thought they would have been. To be honest with you, I thought they'd have been a bit stronger.
The loss was Sunshine Coast's second this week after it went down to clubside Caloundra in the FFA Cup.
Wednesday night was a bit of a shock for us, and we just didn't bounce back well enough.
Sunshine Coast now has a bye while FNQ hosts the Brisbane Strikers.
Terrific win on the road. There you go, Paul.
FNQ Heat will use some inside knowledge to help take down the Brisbane Strikers in their National Premier League clash this weekend. Heat midfielder Josh Nittis spent last season with the Strikers and is keen to use the clash to cement a spot in his new side.
There's plenty for Josh Nittis to ponder visiting Endeavour Park, memories of his junior days here, and of course, the goal he scored against his new team.
I think I'd be more happy with scoring with the Heat against the Strikers.
Injuries blighted his 2013 season in Brisbane. High hopes for the Heat made him come home.
I felt like it was going to be a big year for him. New club, 2nd year into it. Strong side, and I thought something good could come from it.
He was a State League star with FNQ Bulls, but despite a swag of goals and awards, Josh is yet to get a start with the Heat.
I expected that to be tough, and I don't mind a battle.
He's getting closer and closer and closer to starting, but that's what I want. I want them hungry.
The side's hungry to extend their 4-match unbeaten streak. They're winning in style too, scoring 11 goals in their past 3 games.
It's pleasing, but we're a long way off from where I want us to be.
The Strikers are 5th, having lost last round. They thumped the Heat 4-0 the last time they met and are well known for their flooding attacking style. The Heat will release their own ace attacker to replace the injured Jamie Gosling.
We're looking at probably bringing in Simon Fernandez, who's been doing really well in the Premier. I think he's scored like 8 goals in the past 2 or 3 games.
Saturday's match kicks off at 8 p.m. at Endeavour Park. Brent O'Halloran, 7 News.